Hey, Gutfoxx here. So, you saw my lineup last video. Let's go through your lineup. I put out a tweet today. By the way, happy Father's Day. Sorry, I gotta look through the tweet. Happy Father's Day to all those stuck in line for cigarettes. So, shout out to my fellow fathers. Today is for you. Hopefully, you're just relaxing, having a beer, maybe grilling out and stuff. If not, well, make the best of it. So, send me your MLB lineups, I asked. We're going to critique, help them, give me your stub count, no Randy Johnson or George Brett squads, please, since they don't really need help at all. The only thing they need help with is touching grass. Get it? Omega lol, omega lol, omega lol. The funniest joke ever. All right, I'm just so... All right, $150 to spend on Wednesday. Okay? And I also want to keep JP because the high hits per 9, 110 for silver is insane. I'm willing to upgrade wherever. Just curious about where. Thanks, man. So I would not spend your money on this game until another stub sales. I believe the stub sales, I just checked, Xbox has gone away, PS has gone away. We should be getting one, a couple weeks. So I definitely recommend not spending money on this game until we get a stub sale here during the summer, else you are absolutely throwing away a lot of stubs. Let's go ahead and take a look at the lineup first. So he doesn't have a lot of stubs is what it looks like. He's got free Mike Piazza, Buxton's good bench pinch runner, Rizzo's incredible, Acuna's great. His outfield, lefty, 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 switch. I don't like that Wander Franco card at all. So I don't know how many stubs. Like, he basically is saying he's got almost no stubs. His starting pitching, Keuchel, Price, Halladay. I don't like this Robbie Ray card. Vita can really mess people up. I would, out of your starting pitchers, probably look to be somebody like. Maybe we can look at somebody affordable for a starting pitcher, but let's go ahead and take a look, at least in my lineup. So let's start with that starting rotation. Bobby Miller is 17K right now. If you can scrape together 17K, I would replace Robbie Ray with Bobby Miller. He's incredible. Otherwise, maybe another future star starter. A lot of these guys are going for 10K, which is awesome, right? If you go live series guys, these guys are super expensive. Scooble is free. Absolutely, Scooble is really nice. I like this card. 98 hits per 9. You can obviously parallel them more, but the sinker, slider, circle, and the really slow looping curve is great on Scooble for another lefty out there. So I recommend Scooble personally to go ahead and grind out that monthly if you can for Scooble for your 5th starter. Otherwise, your bullpen, you got Britton. Get rid of Exley. Exley's trash. Class A, some people struggle with him. Okay. So I would say like Loop. How many lefties do you got? 1, 2. Is that who it is? JP? I can't tell. I think is he a lefty? Maybe get I would always recommend that Loop card for a reliever for a super budget squad. Otherwise, yeah. I mean, Yelich is probably sellable. You can use a lot of stubs just by selling Yelich. Wait, how much is Yelich going for right now? Let's go take a look at it before I cock off too much about using Yelich. Yelich he's only 12K now. Wow, why did I think it was a little bit more than that? I was mistaken there. So he's pretty cheap. I personally would get another righty or switch. If you can grind the program, I definitely recommend Wander and Cronenworth are your first 2 to go. Why isn't Rizzo starting over Votto? Maybe just really like Votto. But I would go ahead and get Fusco there. And then at third base, there's a lot of great third basemen in this game. Even secondary third baseman. Devers is free, but you might not be able to grind him. I like Martinez to add a righty to your lineup. Batty to add the lefty if you want to keep the lefty there. Otherwise, man, you can really go with a number of these ones depending on what you need at that position. Gunner's another lefty if you prefer those. Otherwise, this Pagaro is 11K, which is absolutely the guy you want to get and put either at short or third, but probably third because you got Tatis already at short. So that's what I recommend. Oh, by the way, if you guys want to be a part of this video in the future, definitely go ahead and follow my Twitter account. I'll put up more like this. All right. No money spent, don't care, right? Like, what happens if somebody's a no money spent, but also a vegan and a CrossFitter? What do they talk to you first about? I don't know what he'd put here first. That's like the forever question. Mariners, home, I know, sad. I mean, I'm a Pirates fan. That ain't sad. 200,000 stubs, parallel 5, and Julio and Griffey. Okay, so you clearly like Griffey. Julio, I'm gonna say you won't replace them. Is that Walsh? God, I can't see these things. It's just so. Can you guys take like better pictures? That's Otan. No. Is that that's Otani? I can't even. It just came out. I can't even recognize it by the card art because I really haven't used it much. That's great. That's great. Devers, Langoliers. Yeah, if you're not gonna upgrade your corners, man, this is not a bad squad for like a budget. Let's take a look at your pitchers. Brash, Cliff Lee, Halliday, Keuchel, Skubal. Is Lee pitching well for you? That's my only question. Like, I thought the Lee was okay. I think Cliff Lee's great. I think out of that program, I almost like the Lee was, what did he do for me? I guess I pitched 4 scoreless with him. I only played a couple games with him in events. So Lee did not play bad for me. Who was the other one? Cole Hamels had a really funky delivery too, but only 83 hits per 9 on Cole. He pitched 9 innings for me, and dudes were just like thrown off. So if you like Lee, that's not a terrible starter. I might just like go ahead and run that starting pitcher, and then just start as you use them more, eliminate your worst one, and then go ahead and move on to. I still think the number 2 starter in the game is this Bobby Miller card, and he's super cheap. So go ahead and use him. Just make sure and use a sinker a lot. Man, I really can't see a lot of these names. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna skip that. I need better images. 150,000 stubs with love suggestions. Should I just skip, guys? People keep giving me these just from the app. All right, at least it's biggish. I need you to crop these things and make them more resolutions. Okay, here we go. 150,000 stubs. That's a lot. We can do a lot of damage with that. Miller, Halliday, Keuchel, Skubal, Musina. Damn, you got Moose? Yeah, I would probably hold steady on that starting rotation. I'm not good at recognizing Topps Now pictures without names. Clay Holmes, I think I see. I don't like this Henke. You might want to replace Henke and Street, are both trash. Righty. Go ahead and get Loop to replace Street. You need another lefty. You only have 1 right now, it looks like. So you want at least a second lefty. I have 3 lefties in my bullpen, but I might 2 is fine. So maybe go Loop and him. Otherwise, another great lefty, if you don't like Loop, would be like this Aroldis Chapman here. How much is this Chapman going for? 8K? Yeah, I would go ahead and grab this Aroldis Chapman for your bullpen. Yeah, Henke, I would replace him with probably the Duran. This Duran card is only 4.5K. I would absolutely use Duran. Or do you already use Duran? Yeah, his sideways pitcher is Duran. Never mind. Replace him with Steve Cishek. Is it crazy how cheap these cards are? 15K for Cishek? That's not bad at all. All right, what was your... Okay, and then you got Judge, Jim Rice, Kirk Gibson, Stott, Devers, Varsho, Rizzo, Escobar. Wow. Who would you upgrade here? I'd probably upgrade Jim Rice. He didn't play well for me. Personally, this is a great lineup. With 150,000 stubs, you might even want to just keep continuing to finish collections. And use those stubs towards more live series cards to get Randy Johnson. Otherwise, save them. I mean, live series more and more is getting outdated with every passing week. You've already got a couple of them complete, so that might be the move. But at center field, Jim Rice, huh? Who's my favorite center fielder? Maybe, I don't know, work your way towards Acuna to throw there, or Trout. Trout's going to keep going up for maybe a month. I don't know. About right now is like next program might be that they might end up releasing a 90+ live series pack. But yeah, it might be worth getting one of working towards that. If not, we're probably like a month away from another big collection. So you can wait to see that. But, overall, live series will probably be needed for that big collection anyway, since you get so many cards from it. Yeah, that's what I do with your squad currently. I think that's a really nice squad. All right. Full team sitting at 900,000 stubs. Jeez. Yeah, I don't know. Do you guys think people should do live series right now? I think that's the biggest question in the game. 900,000 stubs. Wow. Okay. I don't even know what the heck to tell you. Incredible. I would probably get one more bench lefty. I like 2 bench righties. You got Judge and Cruz. You got Cattell, which maybe you use for lefty. And then you only got David Ortiz. And then Cespedes here for center. I'd maybe change Cespedes into like a really cool left-handed hitter. How's Seaver for you? I think Seaver's average as a pitcher right now. Your bullpen, though? Voley, Holmes, Devin, Chapman, Cishek, Hoffman? I don't feel like Hoffman's that good this year. I don't know. I feel like people know Hoffman. Britton. I might change Hoffman. Roll with a cap. I roll with a cap there. Yeah, 900K and you've already got Trout and Judge. You might go ahead and look to going for Randy Johnson at that point. 900K. Otherwise, just use it to invest and get more cards. I don't know. Randy Johnson's an endgame pitcher. Like, Randy Johnson he turns like a 50-50 game into like an 80-20. He's just too sick. All right. This squad, 86,000 stubs to spend. Taglia, Crow. How's Crow hitting for you? I haven't used him, but I heard some people really love him. Cattell is good. Ramirez, lefty. 3 lefties? 4 lefties? 5? What are you doing? 5 lefties? Do you not run into a ton of lefties? I mean, he's got righty, 1 lefty, 2 lefties, and is starting himself. I don't love this Shohei. I don't feel like he has enough movement and deception anymore. This one's got a little bit more speed differential than his live series, to be fair. Wagner's just slightly above average. I feel like this year he's kind of easy to hit. Chapman, Williams, Franco's underrated as hell. 1, 2, 3, 4 lefties in the pen, though. Class A. Okay. Is that Duran? Maybe. I think Class A against good players is kind of like batting practice. With 120 hertz that we have this year, I feel like people are hitting velocity more than ever before. Velocity used to be so much, unless you got like, Randy Johnson velocity where it's hard to like pick up along with his other stuff. I mean, like velocity, you can't just like throw it by people like you used to, unless they're really bad. But I feel like with the way the community's gone, I feel like Class A is just okay right now. He can destroy people, but he's also tough to pitch with against good players. But I think your bullpen is okay other than that. I don't mind it one bit. Maybe upgrade Class A to... I don't even know if it would be an upgrade against some hitters. Cishek. I really like Cishek. There's not a lot of relief pitcher options. Cishek's only a couple K. 86,000. I would rebalance your lineup. I would cut this down to 3 lefties at most. So keep Mauer. Keep him. Decide between your favorite one of Prado, Stott, and Armstrong. And then go ahead and get other future the franchise guys to fill out those spots. Or I mean, there's some other decent center fielders there. For cheapish center fielders that are righties. Actually, who do I like? I don't mind if you go ahead and put Kiner in the outfield spot. How much do you go for? He's only 11K. If you need another big right-handed bat, Kiner's great for you. You could go ahead and grab Toglia. Oh, he's already got Toglia. My bad. Secondary. So they only got 96K we're working with here. 96K for a nice right-handed outfield bat. Oof. Who do I love? I don't know. I love some lefties here. Who is that? Dang. Yeah, I would do a future of the franchise. Yeah, go ahead and run with I don't love their power. Cespedes is really nice. Maybe go with Cespedes as a righty instead. If I were to choose one of them. There's so many lefties, but it's just Martin with no power or Cespedes with power. So I'd switch to Cespedes personally as one of your as a right-handed bat for an outfield. If I were to do that. All right. 9,300 stubs. No money spent team. I haven't spent any money. I mean, that's what no money spent means. At least it wasn't the first thing he mentioned. He would have mentioned CrossFit first there. Miller, Job. Okay. Your rotation's okay. I think, like, I kind of want to see him a little bit more before I make too many decisions on the future of the franchise, guys. I think the only one that I love is Miller. Your bullpen. Is that Flaherty? He's all right. Wilson? Wilson, though? Man, he's expensive. Unless you locked him in already, I would probably sell him. Otani, Betts, Rice, Crawford, Devers, Bart. How come I don't write? Is that Walsh? Altuve. 9,000 stubs. Plus, all right, sell your Wilson. Pick up somebody cheaper for that spot. Like the guy that I've been recommending a lot, Cishek, who's like 10K. Or a little bit more than 10K. So you're on balance like 40K right there. So you got 40K to improve this. I don't know what you want to... Some people seem to love Crawford. How do you have Crawford? How expensive is Crawford? He's also 54K. Really? 35 speed up the middle, Crawford? Yeah, I would downgrade his ass too. Yeah, he just, you know, have for the hell of it. Pagaro if you want a righty that kills lefties. Otherwise, any of these future the franchise guys, along with, you know, Pagaro is technically a future the franchise guy. If you want another lefty, Gunnar is good. I don't mind Brady at all if you want to switch to a righty there, but like your lineup has already one lefty, two lefties. Is that three? So you don't want to go, well, Crawford before. So I go another righty here. Yeah, Pagaro, Brady House is fine. It's my suggestion. 14,000 stubs, currently have 100,000 coming from Marketplace. All right, so he's got his cap. This is the first cap we've seen. 1, 2, 3 lefties. All right, that's not bad. Few switch hitters. Yeah, I don't mind this team at all. You've even got Tatis out there, who's actually a really good outfielder. I would get rid of Manoah, dude. Manoah is, I feel like he's really bad, this card. Unless you're just carving people up. That's definitely a position to improve. Percival's terrible. Voldy ain't great. He's okay. Doolittle's fine-ish. Yeah, your bullpen needs tuning up bad. In my opinion. He's awesome. He's awesome. He's awesome. Yeah, I would go ahead and upgrade some of those bullpen pieces. And I guess I'm going to repeat myself again. Just take a look at my bullpen. A lot of these guys are super cheap. Like, I think you said, you have Chapman, right? You don't have Chapman. All right, get Chapman as one of your lefties. Cishek, again, 15K. Get him as one of your righties. And then even if you only improve those two, your bullpen jumps a whole lot. So I would ditch a couple of your worst performing start or relievers and just grab these two. That's 20K that you can outlay to improve your team. And then upgrade your Manoah. How many face of the franchise picks you have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You might not have a whole lot. You might have grinded. Yeah, you probably got another one. Then pick up another face of the franchise starter. Ideally, I don't know, Job. Depends on what you get. All right, 150K. We'll just say 150K. We'll have in this squad. Yeah, dude. I think like the future of the franchise. The future of the franchise cards have made this like team building so easy lately. One lefty, one righty, lefty. Yeah, I think maybe replace him for a pinch runner. I like pinch runners, even though it's probably a good idea to have a decent bat and running at the same time. Yeah, I have no cards that I'd care to upgrade here. This is a great squad. Keuchel, Skubal, Miller, Price. Your starters are all awesome. I feel like Halliday's okay. He's hit and miss, but some people really love Halliday, so I'm gonna leave him there. I'm gonna say go ahead. Your starters are great. Holmes, Durant, Street sucks. Class A is okay. Like really, the only spot I would just keep your roster as is. The only spot you could potentially upgrade, in my opinion. That like desperate need of an upgrade. It's like your last bullpen piece, Houston Street. This is a great team. This is well put together. I don't have a lot of stubs, but I have some investments that may pay out. How's Greinke pitch for you? Clayton Kershaw was iffy for me this year. I don't recognize these guys. I'm gonna skip this team. So I just like I need like more of the cards on them. Everybody's sending me the app stuff. I like looking at these ones. These ones are easier to see. 11,000 stubs is all I have. So we can upgrade like one face the franchise spot. Justice, Reynolds, Dawson, Stott, Henderson, Devers. Go get the free Devers, right? Grind out that program. Upgrade your Devers. Too many lefties, in my opinion. Like, look, dude's so bad. Dude, they bring in a lefty and you're like, you're losing your best hitters. Like, because like their batting average will go down like 100 points. You got to get more righties here. Like, I think the max amount of lefties you want in a lineup is 3. Unless you're dominant lefty-lefty. But, like, even if you're dominant lefty-lefty, you still don't want to face it as much as you want to face lefty-righty. So I would get rid of 2 lefties here. In my opinion, I think get rid of Justice if you can sell him. Because Justice is going for a fair amount of stubs. Only 14K. Still, replace Justice with Toglia. Okay? So you can get a switch hitter there. Unless you love him. And then I would replace whatever one of these two you hate more. Okay? And replace it with just one of the righty, like Ketel Marte is actually kind of expensive, isn't he? 36K. So that's a little bit more than he had. So go with Foscue. Sell Gunnar or Stott and upgrade to Foscue, who's, whoops. I keep hitting the wrong trigger. He's 11K too. So basically it's almost a straight trade. You lose a little bit to tax and a K more for Foscue. That's what I do for your lineup. Your starters. Edward Cabrera. I haven't used him. I heard he's not nearly as good. Obviously. Your bullpen's alright. You know, I think your bullpen can get some outs. I don't mind it. Right? If you don't got stubs to spend, leave your bullpen as it is. Like, I think I just spent your stubs for you. So, you're good. That's what I do to your lineup. 30,000 stubs. Happy Father's Day. Thank you. God, another one of these lineups. At least it's a little easier to see. 30,000 stubs. Huh. I think like the face of the future of the franchise has made this a lot like more stagnant, these lineups. A lot of the same cards being run. Like, how do you not run Toggly at first base of the outfield? But anyways, 30,000 stubs. I don't know if you don't really need a desperate upgrade there. How's your bench? Batty on the bench, Jock, couple righty hitters, pinch runner. All right. Ooh, expensive. Are you sure you want him? That may be good. Just keep the stubs. Glavin's 60K right now. Get rid of Manoah. Unless you're dominating with Manoah. I don't like that Manoah card. Yeah, upgrade him to a cheap starter. Who's a nice cheap starter for you to upgrade to? Outside of the future of the franchise guy. Let's do no future of the franchise guys, even though, dude, they're 95 overalls and 10K. How is that not completely usable? Skubal? Yeah, Skubal's a great one. But it is crazy how, like, they dropped a bunch of cards that just outranked every other card in the game by, like, a wide margin for, like, overall. And they're all so absolutely cheap. They really stagnated the game a little bit with those futures. Yeah, I don't think there's a reason not to use them. Like Corbin, like live series 40K, okay. But he's like 5 overall less than them, even though Corbin's got a great pitch mix. Greinke, I don't remember where he's from. Yeah. There's no reason not to do one of these. There's no reason not to get like Bello or Job, in my opinion. Your relievers, yeah, they're nice. The only thing you could say is maybe Duran over Hoffman. All right, 0 stubs. Well, then I can't help you. This is your squad. You didn't tell me how many stubs you have, though. I don't know how much to upgrade your squad if I don't know how many stubs you have. It doesn't show on the screen, does it? No. 3 million stubs? You only showed your lineup. You got to show me your pictures, too. All right. This is one we already did. 330K at the moment. Wanted to save it to buy Trout here soon. Sounds like you already have a plan. Yeah, if you already got a plan, it looks like your roster's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and grab Trout. Got about 650K, so I would not buy Trout again until we see what's in the next program. If you can wait, what is it, 11 days? We might get a 90+ pack in the next program. We got one at the beginning of July last year. 650K, so I can get one. Just not sure who to get. First base Prado, Royals. Yeah, the only reason you get Prado over Toglio is if you're a fan. Once you get enough XP, but everyone else is available to switch out. 650K. 650K. Yeah, it's a good lineup. That's totally fine. How many lefties you got? 1, 2, 3. Okay. I gotta, like, for some reason I can't remember what Peraza is, though. Peraza's a righty. 3 is fine. Yeah, I don't hate this at all. It's a good team. Maybe upgrade a couple of your relievers. That's about it. Upgrade Street. I forgot who the hell that is. Stub broke right now. It's pretty easy to get them. Okay. All future the franchises. Bichette, though? Bichette? Huh. What's Bichette? $18K? No power righty, but he kills lefties. I don't know if I'd love him there. Good lineup, though. Good lineup. Move Gunnar Henderson down one spot. Or, like, move Corey Lee up here so that way Bichette will be behind Gunnar. Or move Brett Batty up one. You gotta separate your lefties by at least 2 batters. Logan Webb is still, I feel like, pretty average. Like, he's probably the best starter of the face of the franchise guys, in my opinion. I don't know which one I'd like more than him. Face of the franchise starters. Yeah. Yeah, Mize was okay, but I feel like Logan Webb was the best one, so that's all right. I guess you could upgrade a couple of those pitchers, though. You said you don't have a lot of stubs. Maybe look to get Mr. Bobby Miller. O'Day, Arano, Romano. Don't hate the pen. Pens are kind of stagnant. Have 62,000 stubs, 240,000 stubs investments. Wow, this video's gone on for a long time. All right, I gotta call here. This will be the last one. Sorry, there's just so many people. I can't get to them all. This is kind of fun, though. 62,000 stubs, 240,000 stubs in investments. You got lefties back-to-back like an idiot. You're not the 27 Yankees. You got to spread this. Like, all right, who do we want? Devers hit 2. Okay, because he's your best hitter. Your best hitter should be hitting 2. Okay? Delgado 5. Batty 8. All right? You got to spread out your lefties. You can't hit them back-to-back. Dude, if dude brings out a freaking lefty to go against Devers, then he has lefty, lefty, switch, lefty. And it just has the advantage over you. And you don't got any you don't got any recourse. Other than maybe potentially bringing in some of these. You get your bench is also too heavy towards the right. So what you really need to do is you can even sub in, like, put in Judge for Batty. Since I like Judge better than Batty, especially in All-Star difficulty. Judge is like the best freaking hitter in the game. Well, one of them. Judge for Batty. Okay, in left field. Unless you love, like, huge New York Mets fan. And you hate the Yankees or some shit. I would then separate Delgado and Devers. Move Devers up one, move Delgado down one, at least. And then Judge can go like your number 4 hitter. I'd probably also lead off with like my switch. Move Martin down because you can move him up. But otherwise, your lineup? No reason why you'd have Judge on the bench and starting Rice, first of all. And then, yeah, you want another lefty pinch hitter. I like 2 lefties. All right, your starters. I already looked at these, didn't I? I said they were okay. That's what I do. Oh, I said that was the last one. All right, half an hour, dude. That was a long video. Hope you guys liked it. Sorry I couldn't get to everybody. If you need help on your lineup, or you want to help people out, go ahead and go to the tweet. I'll link this tweet in the description. So if people want to help out other people that I wasn't able to get to. Otherwise, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. Call to action. See you tomorrow and happy Father's Day again. Peace, dudes.